This video is going to take us through lesson 12-4, which we're going to learn how to prepare payroll checks. We're going to be depositing money into our payroll account so that we can pay our employees, and we're going to write 2 checks to pay our employees. So we have 3 steps here for 12-4. This is the payroll register that we prepared in previous lessons, so it's showing 2 employees, their earnings for the time period, usually 2 weeks, and it shows all the deductions and then the amount that we need to deposit right here so that we can have enough money in our account to pay our 2 employees. So our directions are here. Prepare Judy's Fashion General Account check for the pay period ended July 15. The pay date is July 15th. Prepare the check to the order of First Community Bank. The payroll account number is stated here, and enter manager's signature on the check in the appropriate field for the signature. So what this first check basically is going to do is deposit money into our account, in our payroll account, so we can have enough money to then pay our employees. So it's nothing too difficult, but we just have to get that done. So the first thing is the date here. So it's a 7 for July and 15 for the date. The payee they give us was First Community Bank. And description, they make us write out July down here. It's our July 15 payroll. And our amount is going to be what we have from above. So we look up here, and this amount for the net pay is what we have to write this check for. So $1933.32. is where we're getting that information. So that is our check stub. So now we have to fill out the actual check here down below. So our date, 7/15, the amount, $1933.32. We write this out in the words, so what is it, 1,900. 33 and 32 over 100. So you just got to practice writing that out in words. And then we fill out down here, paid to the order of First Community Bank. Payroll account 148-164-118. Where did I get that? Remember, that's up here in this instructions right here. They give us that payroll information. Third line right here is the address. Where are we getting this address from is a good question. Okay, I finished filling this out. It's right here, this tiny little print up here, First Community Bank. Here's the address of the bank. So we're just filling in this in these boxes, copying it right from up here. And then manager's signature is what goes in the box right here to show that we're signing that check. So that is the first step here for this. So the second step, we're going to prepare the payroll check for E. Johnson. So complete the payroll check for Edward Johnson for the pay period ended July 15th. Pay date is July 15. Enter manager's signature on the check in the appropriate field for the signature. Record the payroll check number in the payroll register. So here we have Edward Johnson's information again, his regular and overtime, his gross, all his deductions, current pay, year-to-date pay. So this is like accumulative here. And all showing up here, his current earnings and year-to-date earnings. So we're going to first prepare his and then write his check for him. So I filled in his name here under employee Edward Johnson, and the current date is July 15th. So this is the previous from June 30th. So where are we going to get the information to fill all these boxes in? We're looking down here at the payroll register for Edward Johnson. So we're looking at his current row right here. So I'm kind of scrolling back and forth, but this is where we're looking down here below for these numbers. So his regular earnings were $13.20, and his overtime earnings were $112.50, and here is his total. So that's where we're filling this in right here. So his gross was $13.20. His gross overtime is $112.50. And then for the total of $1432.50. And then for all of his deductions, the current, we're just going to look all of his deductions right here. So federal, Social Security, Medicare, health insurance, retirement, and total. We're just taking those numbers from his payroll register and copying them up here under the current. So 61 here, 88.82, Medicare 2077, health insurance 60, retirement 15, and total was 245.59. His net pay right here, 1186.91, goes there. Okay, so then we just have to do the year-to-date, so we got to add from the previous amounts and then add the new current amounts to get the year-to-date numbers here. So it's just basic simple math, but we got to get the calculator out and do all that math. All right, so I filled in all of the boxes here doing the math. So to do that again, take the year-to-date, so the 522 for the federal, add on the new federal, and get the new total. Take the Social Security, the 1067.52, add on the new Social Security, and get the new year-to-date. So you're doing that basically for every single box, adding on to get the current. Down here, the year-to-date earnings, we took the previous 17,218, added on the current total earnings to get the new earnings here of 18,650 and 50 cents. All right, and then the last step then is to write his payroll check. So we're going to use July 15th. Paid to the order of, and do his full name. So Edward P. Johnson. And his amount that you're going to pay him is his net pay. So $1,186.91. We have to write it out in the words here, and then down here is the manager's signature. And then write out the amount in words. So here it is in words, 1,186.91 over 100. Make sure you have the manager's signature here. So that is the first person, Edward Johnson. This is what his looks like. So this is step 2, and we're going to just, one last step here. We have to record the check number. So right in the, let's see, where is it? In the payroll register, you can see this is check 261 right here. So right here for Edward Johnson, in this tiny little box that you can barely see, you're going to write check 261 so that we show that we paid him by that particular check. So then we're going to move on and do the same exact process for Chuck Nelson. So move on to step 3, see if you can do it on your own, and then I will show you the answers. Okay, here's the last step in this problem of 12-4, the payroll check for J. Nelson. So here is Janice Nelson's information up above year-to-date as of June 30th, and then you're going to fill in for the next pay period. So remember to fill in her name, her July 15th date, the gross pay for regular earnings, overtime earnings, and the current. So you're going to scroll down and you can see this all in her register just like we did previously. You're going to fill in all of the current deductions, looking down here, seeing all the deductions that were listed, and then adding them on to the year-to-date. So the 892 plus the 76 would equal the next amount for this year-to-date. Filling out her paycheck information, so July 15th is the date, her name, she is getting paid the $746.41. So you are seeing that right here for her net pay, $746.41. You're going to write it out in words, 746 and 41 over 100, manager's signature here. And then here's that little tiny check number 262, add it down here to show which check you paid her with this particular pay period. So that concludes everything from 12-4 work together. I know it seems like a lot, but once you get going on it, it's not too bad. It's just making sure you add correctly and so forth. And go ahead and do the on your own problem.